Thank you, big boy. You're the biggest, or you used to be. Sorry, you never heard that one before, right? Thank you for sitting through that long-ass video. Gosh. Alex Nogales came up to me. He was, Lalo, I wasn't aware of all the different mediums that you worked in, so we had to cut the hell out of your video, cut it the hell down. So I hope you don't mind. I said, no, that's fine. That was the best Alex Nogales impersonation today. Oh, look, I got a teleprompter. I feel like Donald Trump. Here, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read what's on here like Donald Trump. Wait a minute, right there, okay. Lalo enters stage left. Big boy gives him the award. And it's a fabulous award, folks. It's just terrific, terrific. The reason I do my work is really because my parents immigrated as very young people to the U.S., as you saw. You know exactly from where, Zacatecas and Sinaloa. My mom came when she was 18. She moved to the border, to Tijuana, and worked there for 10 years, but also crossed the border, without papers, off and on, because back then the border was like a guy in a booth, who would like look the other way and then you'd run across. And we still have that today. We just pretend that we have all this military border or whatever, but, if immigrants didn't add something to this country, there would be none here, but of course they do. My parents did nothing but work hard, make the quality of life in the U.S. better for Americans. They never broke a law, so that's the reason that I do my work, because when I hear racism against immigrants, xenophobic attacks against immigrants, hysteria against immigrants, it just makes me sick to my stomach, and I just feel like I have to stand up and defend them. And we should all feel that way. This is now the name-dropping portion of the. I'll try to be as quick as I can. But Alicia Del Valle was here earlier, and we in the lobby, and we looked at each other, and I said, "You know what, Alicia? Remember that last gig we did the other day at the Zoot Suit screening at La Plaza?" I go, "That was like our 10th or 20th gig that we've done together, working on one show. Like we MC, and nobody looks at me. They all look at her." She says, we should do our own show together, just like the Alicia and Lalo show. I said, yeah, what we have in common is communication. We could reach out to young people and tell them, communication is what is really important. I think in society today, we're not doing enough of it to each other, to opposing people, and I think we need to teach our children, to think critically about what we communicate to each other and how. But also real fast, I am from San Diego, as you saw. I came to LA to take over. And if you know anything about Chicanos from San Diego, is that we work harder than you do because we are immigrants. Okay, so I had to say that on behalf of all San Diego Chicanos, all 5 of us that are here. Then I would like to also say the reason that I work in so many mediums, and it's because I have to support my cartooning habit. It's not always, with few exceptions, it's not always the most lucrative career on the planet. But we know that just to be happy, just to live like an American, you have to work like a Mexican. And I want you all to remember that. Because we all have 5 jobs now, right? Like, that's the U.S. in 2016. Even the news anchor, you know, the network news anchor is probably selling Avon on the side. So, and so I want to thank all the very supportive people at NHMC. They supported many of my projects. We're trying to get Latino faces on the media, and I grew up not seeing any brown faces on TV, and it scarred me for life. So we don't need to continue that. You'll end up with a bunch of bitter people like myself. And I hope that we can all think about how each day we can all also have an impact. Just doing our regular careers and being happy and doing what we choose to do. I would like to thank also Self-Help Graphics, that first art piece that you saw. I think we need to support nonprofits like Self-Help Graphics that have been around for over 40 years and people that have just been around recently and that help the community out there in East LA and Boyle Heights. And one more thing I would like to say is F Trump. Thank you very much.